Welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. In the last class, we looked at the text tool, color, fill, and stroke, the eyedropper tool, and so on. In this class, we're going to look at drawing basic shapes, combining shapes with Pathfinder, and using Align to organize your layout. Let's dive straight into it. In the last class, we looked at we played around with this, but let's move on. So when it comes to drawing shapes, we have them all here. Let's start with the rectangle. When you have your rectangle, okay, so you can add stroke if you want. You are aware of that already. I can increase the size. All right, so then you can go to your direct selection tool, which is A, or I click this. When I drag, you can see what I'm having, right? So this could be a shape you might want to come about. So that's that. I can decide to click before dragging. So I click once, left click, and drag. So I can get that curve there. Or I click this, hold shift, click this, and I have that nice shape there. So that is that. For that, I will want to reduce this in size and drop it down there. Now let's move on to ellipse tool. You can draw your ellipse tool. You can see it's wobbling there. So if I want to draw a perfect circle, I hold down shift and drag. Yeah, I can remove my stroke and I'm good to go, depending on what I want. But let's say I want to draw a perfect circle from the center. All I need to do is to hold my shift and alt and drag. If you observe, when I held my shift and alt, it kind of changed, right? And drag. And I have something as beautiful as that. So V for my move tool, let's take it down. If we have a polygon, I can draw this and I'm good to go. Does that make sense? So that's that for this polygon. I would have loved to see, okay, let's keep it simple. As we said, let's keep it simple. So you can also change your fill and stroke from here. Is that okay? I can just decide to increase the size and you can drop the opacity and so on and so forth. We have an effect there. We're not going to that yet. So my V for my selection tool, let's just move that down. Next, we're looking at the star, of course, as usual. Let's drop this. So we move that down. Next is the line segment. So I can draw 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. But the good part is, if I want to draw a straight line, all I need to do is to hold shift and drag across, hold shift and drag across. Does that make sense? So it's worth of note that in drawing line, you don't need your stroke, so you don't need your fill. All you need to do is to bump in your stroke there and you have a great line. Is that okay? So you don't need to, if you add this, I don't know, but it's wasted because it's a fill that determines how thick your line is. So we don't need that. So we are good to go. So let's V. Let's I want to increase the size of this, right? I want to rotate. You can see it's rotating free wheel. So let's go back. When I hold my shift, it snaps to 45 degrees. For example, 0, 45, 90, 125, 180, 225, 270, 315, and 0. So that's that. So I think that should get you started up with your for your shape tools. Now let's look at the Pathfinder, right? Combining shapes with the Pathfinder. So let's see. So let's draw 2 circles. Right click. I have this. Of course, I need this. Rather, I need this, and I don't need that there. So come again. Let's duplicate this and see. Hold my alt, drag, give it another color. Now let's drag this in. Now we're going to try to use the Pathfinder. So let's say we have this here. Hold my alt, 1, 2. Don't need this anymore. Let's say 3. Sorry. All right. So we have the Pathfinder here. We have the shape mode, right? I'll just introduce you to them briefly. So we have unite. Unite means when I highlight two objects or two shapes, when I click unite, they become one layer. So that is, let's shift that aside. For this one, when I don't think I need this anymore. So when I highlight these two, don't forget the Pathfinder works with many shapes. Okay, that is shows the word interfering with each other. Okay, so this is minus front. If you observe, this circle here is at the front, right? That's why it's covering this. So what this means is that it will minus the shape, okay, that is at the front, and also that is intersecting, which is here. Is that okay? So when I do this, I have one. I move this aside. Now this one tells you intersect. It means we have this sky blue, let's say blue circle, green circle. So this is the part that is intersecting, right? So when you click intersect, we have that beautiful shape there. Finally, we have exclude, opposite of intersect. It means that it's going to exclude the part that's intersecting will be gone. So let's click this and we have that shape there. Then we have this order to divide, trim, merge, crop. It's not something I think we will do now. Sorry, I won't teach you this now, but let's just see. Okay, so there's a tool also I want to introduce you to. That tool is called the shape builder tool. I think that should be that. Okay, yeah. Now let me just introduce you to that before we move on. Let's say I have this tool, I have this, let's give this another color. I have let's have this. Now when I highlight both of them, how does the shape builder to work? It tries to find the relationship between edges or shapes that interfere with each other, and then you can build more custom shapes from there. Let's say I click this. Now if I click this, now if you observe, this primarily is a shape, right? Sorry, this is a shape, this is a shape. But when I click all and I click my shape builder, I can click this, and guess what? That becomes a shape on its own. It becomes a shape. Now let's see, you understand what I'm saying now. When I go to when I click this, I can separate them now. Get the picture, right? It's a great tool for logo design. We'll come to that shortly. Another powerful use of the shape builder is that I can, when I drag across here, it merges those two. Take for instance, I want to merge this and this, right? Or let's say I want to merge this and this. You can see they're different layers. So I just drag across and they merge. So that's the rule of what the shape builder tool. It's not in the syllabus, but that's just a bonus lesson. So that's that. Then let's look at the alignment tool. So let's say I have this, I have this, I have this. I hope you're having fun, because I'm having two. I won't give them random colors. Sorry. Now let's duplicate. Now let's see. Let's say the goal, and we're having this offline round, right? What does alignment do? We have it in our control panel here. We have them also in the properties panel. So let's take this back there. We don't need this anymore. Okay. So what it does is, if I click this, holding my shift, and I decide to click this, it left aligned, right? One of the primary uses is to paste. Let's say I want this to be in the same line. I can just, if I click top, at the top there, if I click below there, middle. Now if I want, let's say these two to be, now see what I will do this. Sorry, does it make it straight? And put it at the base there. All right, or let's say I highlight this all, and I put at the base there. I can group it. We'll talk about grouping later. Ctrl G for now, but we'll talk about that together. And let's say I get this off. We align this together. We have that there. Group, Ctrl G, and I highlight this together. And see, just for alignment purpose, we have the horizontal alignment, horizontal align center. From the way it looks, left, top, middle, and bottom. Alright, so thank you. This brings us to the end of this tutorial, drawing basic shapes, combining shapes with the Pathfinder, and using Align to organize layout. So see you in the next video. Thank you.